2K Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Serenity Championship is about to begin. Luke Elvey, Rich Bean here in the booth. This week, we're taking in the beauty of the Jacobson Homestead, Rich. What do the players face off the first tee?
Well, nothing beautiful about this except for the scenery. 496 yards from the back tees. Players must avoid the fairway bunker down the left-hand side off the tee, but don't bail out right. Some massive trees will block you out. Second shot slightly downhill to a green that slopes from right to left. Only 2 bunkers on this hole, Luke. Avoid them both at all costs.
This is an exciting one, Rich. Let's get into the action. Oh, good drive. That one should find the fairway. Well, you'd have to think this person's got a head full of confidence, Rich, coming off a last start win.
The game is coming easy to this player right now, so no reason not to believe they can't do it again this week.
Going with the 8-iron here. Now that looked pretty good the whole way. What an opportunity to make a birdie. It's got a chance. It was on a good line. Yeah, it's just about 3 feet away.
This is what they have left for par.
And as they leave that hole, Rich, you'd imagine a little bit frustrated after such a great shot in.
And being a couple off the lead, they can't afford to miss those birdie opportunities.
Let's go down to John McCarthy for our on-course report. And John, you've now had some time to walk the course this week before today's show. What are we in for today at the Jacobson Homestead?
Well, Luke, yes, I love walking around this rural setting. Not a whole lot of trouble to start off with, but things heat up quite a bit when you hit the 7th hole, par 4. Has a dogleg left and a few bunkers and trees to deal with off the tee. Back 9 opens with a narrow and lengthy par 5, but that's really as tricky as it gets. I guess it gets a little swampy on the 15th, but the water generally won't be a factor for many players out there in the field. They saved the most challenging tee shot for the 18th, which leads up to an elevated green for the approach. That will be a fun hole to watch this week. Hopefully provides some drama coming down the final stretch. Let's see what happens, guys.
Nice shot that. That should find the surface. Well, that's a tremendous shot and sets up a wonderful opportunity.
2 big hits there, knocking in on this par 5 and 2.
Standing over this one, and it's a very long putt. That'll sting a bit. This one's for birdie.
Looks good.
Wonderful shot. And as the scorecard suggests, heading up the leaderboard. A long par 4 this hole. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Yeah, he's about 155 from this hole location.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron.
This one looks to be on a pretty good line.
Outstanding shot. High quality.
Made birdie on the last, looking for a second in a row here.
Let's take another look at Tiger from earlier. Oh, that's the shot. Go ahead and make one. Don't worry about getting it up and down. Let's return to live play now. And Henny, what are they looking at here?
Yeah, he's been prowling around this one. It's 11 foot out. This for a birdie run.
Okay, steady now. And this putt coming up for his par. And down it goes. Canada's Brooke Henderson currently on top spot as we pause for a look at the leaderboard. Now we're on the 4th tee here at Jacobson Homestead, and it's a par 3 playing 181 off the back tees.
Yeah, and that's about as far as you're going to see this par 3 play, Luke. Player's going to go in there with the mid, probably shortish iron. Obviously, with the water on the right, you want nothing to do with that side as the bank severely slopes downwards. Bailing out to left of the bunkers, not so hot either. But with just a short iron in your hand, you think that these players are good enough to fire right at it, don't you?
Putting for birdie. Go on, get in the hole. And let's have a look at Tony Finau. And this putt to move into a tie for 3rd. Looking really good, this one. And after that effort, that's how it looks. It's time to step onto the tee here at the 5th.
Wow, I didn't even know they had this power. Great drive.
Golf became a power game, and there's few players out on tour that have more prodigious power than Tony Finau. If he really wants to go full tilt, Rich, it feels like everyone's playing for second.
He is a dynamic player that has the ability to make birdies in bunches. The ball striking, I think, is always going to be brilliant. Watching him when he was on the Korn Ferry Tour, graduated to the PGA Tour, and just keep watching the steady progression. Each and every week, he just seems to get a little bit better, and the confidence level is over the moon with this kid. And to bundle it all up, Luke, he's one of the nicest guys in the world. You want to root for a Tony Finau. He is such a likable, lovable guy, I believe, that you can't help but root for him. And the wins that he didn't get are just heartbreaking, and we felt the pain alongside with him. I love watching this guy play. I root for him every single week.
You always like that on long putts when you just have to go ahead and tap it in stress-free. This is a par putt. And with that hole, this player is currently tied for 1st with Brooke Henderson. Here we are at the 6th hole. Oh, that is bombed. Rich, one of the big advantages for the experienced players on tour is their history around particular courses. But what advice would you give to the new players who are coming to a course for the first time and how to handle it?
I would say tread easily. Go in there and just try to get into a good rhythm on the golf course. Don't try and go out and try and hit too many heroic shots or go after too many flag sticks, because if you don't know what the consequences are if you don't pull off that shot, well, shame on you. So I think that the veterans obviously have more knowledge about golf courses, and they can say, oh, I don't want to miss it there because that's dead. I've seen it happen before. When you go into a new golf course, Luke, you got to go in with it and just try and play a little bit on the defensive side. Don't get too greedy. Don't try and make too many things happen. Go in there, find some fairways, find some greens, hole a few putts here and there, get some confidence going first before you start attacking pins.
Moments ago, a beautiful shot happened on the course. Let's take a look at it.
Third shot now.
Nailed it. Okay, time to return to the action. Trying to get it to 4 under with this putt. No, that's too bad. Lining up the birdie putt here. In she goes. Let's head to the next. And with that, he'll move to 3 under par. Still in the lead now after that hole. Deep into the front 9. Here we are at the 7th hole. John, you're down there. What's happening?
Hey guys, we are checking in with Tiger Woods as he gets set for his next shot here on the 10th.
If my eyes didn't see it, I wouldn't have believed it. And that'll be a big boost to his standings on the leaderboard. Second shot here on the 7th. Yeah, good safe shot this one. That should find the surface. Great shot into the 7th and a chance for birdie.
And they've been rolling the ball great today. Another great look.
And he just keeps putting a gap on the rest of the field. What a putt to hole.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. We've reached the 8th hole. That's always an impressive looking ball flight, isn't it, the draw?
This one is all over it.
Not sure if that's what they're intending to do.
Looking for the draw, but not finding it.
I like that. Always good when you've got hands like that around the green.
Such soft hands.
Big par saver coming up for this fella. Now 2 shots up after that one. Here we go. We're beginning the 9th hole now. Nicely done. Taking aim from about 170 yards. He's got a 2-stroke buffer. Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. Well, this one's right at the pin. Well, take notes, folks. That's how you do it. And now we go to the 11th, where this happened just a moment ago. Nice putt to make that one. Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
And racking up their 5th birdie of the day. And with that, he'll move to 5 under par. And after a birdie at the last, they take the honour on the hole. That was pummeled. Great drive. And now over to Tony Finau. Not far from the green here, just in the greenside rough. Gee, that'll keep the momentum rolling, Rich.
Saving one there after being all over the parking lot, chipping in for the par.
Looks to me, Rich, that this player has a ton of confidence. Put themselves right back in position to win straight off their last start.
They're going to have to make some birdies coming down the closing stretch, but they have a lot of good vibes coming from that last win. I expect more of the same this week.
The interesting choice of the driver here. Well, that's certainly showcasing all their talents there. That's impressive.
Absolutely. Love watching a player be bold and be rewarded for it.
Oh, birdie with big wings. Great putt. And with that, he'll move to 7 under. Incredible. And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard. And coming off the eagle, feeling quite proud of themselves. A big chance here at the next. That's a good-looking shot there. Second shot here on the 11th. Yeah, that's a good line. That should find the surface. A wonderful shot. A chance for birdie here on the 11th. Just 3 feet to the cup. Currently 8 under for the round. Now teeing off on the 12th hole. Going with the 6 iron here. That was wonderfully done. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Has to putt this one downhill.
This is a good chance. Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me.
This is what they have left for par here.
Well hold. He sits in first position. Welcome to this hole. It's a par 4. That was a little untidy, wasn't it?
John, what's going on out there?
Hey guys, we are checking in with Lydia Ko as she gets set for her next shot here on the 15th.
Just off the fairway in the first cut. Chosen the pitching wedge here.
Yeah, this is lovely.
Oh, they're dialed in. It's an absolute clinic.
The iron play today has been absolutely stellar. Luke, the greens and regulation, just a fantastic accomplishment. Great to watch.
Well done. Take the birdie. Let's take a look at the leaderboard now after that hole, and they're currently in first. Lydia Ko holds second. We find ourselves on the tee, one of the stronger par 4s on the back 9 here at Jacobson Homestead. The 14th playing 483, Rich, from the tips.
Yeah, generous landing area, thankfully out to the right-hand side. Obviously, a bunker down the left, and if you miss it even further left, there's water lurking. But the second shot, this is where it gets slippery. This is where it gets dangerous, especially to a back right hole location. All of a sudden, the water down the right-hand side comes into full view. Bailing out to the left in the bunker, not so hot either. Tell you what, it takes a brave player to fire at this flagstick.
Let's take a look at this from just a couple of moments ago. Tony Finau with a fantastic shot. Well, there's a scorecard saver, Rich. That's perfection. Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? From around 170 yards here. And choosing the 8-iron here. That's an absolute ripper. What a shot. Oh, these are good for the momentum, these ones. Right on 8 feet.
This for back-to-back birdies.
This one started out on a good line. A wonderful putt. You can claim it. Back-to-back birdies. Back-to-back birdies never hurt, Rich.
Gotta like it. He's feeling it.
And after that fine display, they are holding first spot on the leaderboard with Lydia Ko trailing in second place. Well, let's get amongst this 15th hole. Well, that's a handy shot from around 220 yards. Opting for the 5-wood. Yes, anytime you can find the green and have a putt, you'll take it. Trying to move to 12 under par with this putt.
Putting for eagle. That always sounds good.
What's in front of them, Henny?
They've just got to focus on hitting the back of the cup, guys. This is up the hill. Bit of extra juice needed.
It'll be frustrating inches from making that putt. A par putt on the table. Well, what a shame. A 3 putt for par there.
And a nice feeling it must be to have that sizable of a lead coming down the stretch.
Going with the pitching wedge here. Oh, I like that strike. This one's heading well towards the green. Oh, what a wonderful play. Leading with intent.
Another green in regulation. This is an absolute clinic.
Oh, they'll be stoked with that. That could have been a big score, but a fighting finish. Well done.
Needed it. Needed that in a big way, chipping in for the par.
And that puddle drop. Well done. Our current leader is up by a whopping 7 shots now. This hole is a par 4. Let's take a look at what Tony Finau's up to. Getting ready to play their 3rd. Oh, that is brilliant. A bonus birdie.
Check this out. Holding it out from the fairway. That away. Great shot.
Going with the 5-iron here. That one should find the surface. Well, what a wonderful shot into the 17th and sets up another putt inside birdie range. Just 6 feet between he and the hole.
All right, guys, this for 2 birdies in a row.
That will drop and it will extend the lead. That's a momentum maker, isn't it?
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. Rich, we find ourselves at the finishing hole here at Jacobson Homestead, and it seems strange to be playing it just at 400 yards.
I tell you what, though, I like this finishing hole because it gives you options. You don't have to necessarily hit driver here. If you do, you got to take it over some pretty tall trees, and you can't miss it to the left-hand side. The safe play, lay it out to the right, but now your second shot becomes just a little bit longer, a little bit more difficult to get it that close to the hole. I love the options you have on this finishing hole. A great opportunity for one final birdie.
Henny, what have they got in front of them here?
You're going to need 1 or 2 clubs more because this green is sitting up.
Going with the 7. Yeah, good swing. This one's heading up onto the green for sure. Outstanding approach shot. And this is why they put in hours and hours of practice. A putt to win it all.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
Just didn't drop. Not the end of the world. There's another chance here to close out the victory. Oh, nice looking putt. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a fine performance. He's done it. He's won the tournament.
Second win of the season. Playing awfully well at the moment. Let's see if they can keep up this good run of form.
And Rich, what a performance. They've got back-to-back wins. What a force they're proving to be out here on tour.
I gotta say, this player is in full flight at the moment. Just sit back and watch how awesome they are at the moment.
Well, that'll just about do it. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time.